Your driveway, finding my place. Anytime. You say, come on over. Come on over. I sound that. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I like the sound. I love sound. The sound of the sound. Oh, I like this thing. I love the sound that.
Each morning the sun shines through my window, lands on the face of a dream. Then she walks up behind me and holds her life around. It's ordinary, plain and simple, typical, this every day is every afternoon I make a phone call, listen to the voice that warms my heart. I drag myself through a few more hours, but head on home to try and be loved. There's nothing right now, and I'm still in bed for love. Indeed, I can't. Just like I can't before. It's ordinary, plain and simple, typical. This every day is famous.
Now they're too peculiar. Oh, I can't get enough. It's everyday love. Yeah. About it. Ordinary, plain and simple. Where are we? P9, I'll take it. Yes. Woo! Now I get enough. Everyday love, yeah. It's everyday love. Love is everyday love. Love is everyday love. Can't get enough. There's a place in your heart nobody's been. Take me there. Nobody knows, not even your friends. Take me there. Now your mama, daddy, you show me around. We'll see all totally now. What you know me about you? Yeah. Oh, when your own dreams, wishes, yeah.
Treat the rest of your life again. Wanna know the girl I love. Instead, take me.
First true kiss, your first true love. You were scared.
So we waited. You with your song eyes. If I can.
Take me down on the Bay Street back roads. Yeah, when you were a kid. You who you are. Tell me what your stories. I wanna go. It ain't about you. And I wanna go. Road you did. And hopes and dreams you must just live and give the rest of your life. Baby.
I don't want to spend another
Your lonely night. Ooh. Been gone. In the daylight, waiting for the morning sun. So I get like my whole life ain't going wrong. You know, come back to me and there I'll make it right. No means to me, it's better. Praying for daylight. We'll see what happens here. You might have heard music in the background. That's just me trying to warm up the sounds of music. I don't care if I get copyrighted for a while. I don't care. It ain't gonna affect me. Woo! And I ain't Q free. Well, I just almost made it.
Here's a quick position rundown for you. The top 5 are Leclerc, Norris, Verstappen, Russell and Sainz. Okay, so as for the cars around us, just ahead are Stroll, Ocon and Ricciardo. And we're in front of the fastest lap at this point in time is a 1:32.2. We don't have the data for that, I'm afraid.
P15. There's nothing I can really do about it. Russell made P4. We need setups. Desperately.
Welcome to the Bahrain International Circuit. And any moment now, our drivers will take to the track and the Bahrain Grand Prix can begin. There's no shortage of passing opportunities around the 3.36 miles of the Bahrain International Circuit, with the best, of course, at Turn 1, and then another soon after into Turn 4. 15 corners here, 6 to the left and 9 to the right, and we could see 1 or 2 flat spots into that tight left-hander of Turn 10. Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting race. Max Verstappen put in a fantastic lap yesterday, and he'll start from pole position. And it's Charles Leclerc in P2. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Russell, Sainz, Fernando Alonso, Perez, Norris, Gasly, Tsunoda, Bottas, Stroll, Ocon, Ricciardo, Hamilton, Magnussen, Albon, Joe, Hulkenberg and Logan Sargent. It's almost time for those 5 red lights to go out then.
Hour and 35 minutes till the full day is done. We'll pause it and resume. See where we're at here. 4 hours, 3 hours, 2 hours. 2 hours would be nice. If we could get in the 1 hour range, that would be quicker. Ow. Burn from my throat too. I'm gonna get sick from food. It's not the pills, it's the food. I can have ketchup. I can try mayonnaise and mix it with ketchup one of these days. I don't feel good right now.
Tell me, Ant, how do they manage to achieve this win?
I feel like consistency was probably the key today. There's being quick, and then there's being quick lap after lap after lap. If you can do that, you can capitalise on other people's errors without making many of your own.
Seats throughout the entirety of the race. Congratulations to everybody at the team.
Some amazing talent out on the track today. But Anthony, who would you pick as your driver of the day?
Max Verstappen seemed to just effortlessly weave through the other drivers today without a care in the world. He was definitely my driver of choice.
Well, what an end to another fantastic weekend of racing. Thanks to everyone who joined us, and we'll see you for the next one. It started as a day race, now it runs at night. Welcome to the Bahrain International Circuit, and welcome to the Bahrain Grand Prix. We go racing today around the 3.36 miles of the magnificent Bahrain International Circuit, with 15 corners and 2 good passing opportunities into turns 1 and 4. Keep an eye out for drivers locking the front left tyre into the tricky braking zone of turn 10. So with the race not far away from starting, here's what today's grid rundown looks like. Lando Norris will lead us away from pole position. Sergio Perez lines up alongside. As we continue through the rest of the grid today, we have Verstappen, Sainz, Fernando Alonso, Hamilton, Russell, Stroll, Leclerc, Magnussen, Ocon, Gasly, Hulkenberg, Albon, Sargent, Joe, Bottas, Tsunoda, and Daniel Ricciardo fills the last spot on the grid. It's almost time for the lights to go out, so let's head down to the track where preparations are underway. Anthony Davidson joins me once again in the commentary box. Ant, it's fantastic to have you with us here, but I'm curious, as a man with experience out on the track, how do you stop those pre-race nerves from becoming overwhelming when you're lining up on the grid?
Well, I imagine they'll be starting to feel the adrenaline as they anticipate the run down into turn 1, a bit like preparing to go into battle. The unknown situation will bring nerves, but that's a good thing. It will keep them focused on the moment and on their surroundings as we build towards the start of the Grand Prix.
Pit strategy complete. See these tyres through to the end now. Okay, just 5 laps until the end. Okay, you've just started the final lap of the race. Final lap. Okay, mate, this is the final lap of the race. Final lap.
That's it then for another spectacular Grand Prix here in Bahrain, and a real champion's drive to take the win. And look at that, they're making their way out onto the podium now. Great race from the McLaren team, and I'm very happy to see them there on that top step of the podium. Well, after an incredible day of racing, who was your driver of the day, Ant?
I think for driver of the day, I'd probably pick Lando Norris. He lived up to every inch of his reputation today, and I think he'll be going home, quite rightly, a bit proud of himself.
Well, what an end to another fantastic weekend of racing. Thanks to everyone who joined us, and we'll see you for the next one. It's race day and our drivers are all out on the grid performing their final checks before we get underway here at the Bahrain International Circuit. Formula